The O'Reilly Factor, the #1 cable news show for 15 years and counting.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in a personal story segment tonight. Brand new Friday segment, Bolling versus Rivera. Over the years, I've been very impressed by the strong rapport Geraldo and Eric have developed.
You're not suggesting we shot down the airliner on purpose.
Of course, Eric, why do you say something stupid like that?
No, because
That's like stupid.
No,
you said that to make me look stupid, and I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it.
No, when you talk about terrorists and you talk about why we
come on, that's an anti-intellectual.
Did you not just bring up the
shooting down? What, you can't bring down? We shot down an Iranian airliner filled with civilians.
Then why would you say?
Because what do you think they're pissed off?
Was that the wrong tape? Anyway, each week they will gently discuss one high-profile topic on The Factor on Fridays. This week it's a personal attack launched on Dr. Ben Carson by GQ magazine. That far-left outfit headlines blank Ben Carson and proceeds to call him a dumb S-word and run him down a variety of ways. All this over Carson saying he would attack a gunman who threatened him. Now, if Ben Carson were a liberal politician and GQ went after him that way, which of course they would never do, cries of racism would fill the air. Or am I wrong? You're now Bolling and Rivera. You say?
I say that I use far worse language than that with Eric Bolling than they did directed against Dr. Carson. I spoke to Dr. Carson today. I think there is an aspect of his right-wingness and his wingnutness that really enrages the far left.
But I'm going to stop you, though. I don't think Dr. Carson's a wingnut.
Well, I think that when you suggest, for instance, I back him when he says you have to be a hero when confronting a mass gunman.
And that's what we saw on one of the flights on 9/11.
But to suggest that the 6 million would have been able to fight off the Nazi army, I think is extremely unrealistic.
That has been long debated in historic circles that the Nazi Party in Germany in the 30s confiscated all guns from private citizens, and there was a reason for it. It's not a wingnut statement. You may disagree.
I believe that it is Second Amendment hardcore aficionados who believe that because they use it as they cling to their weapons with their cold dead hands. I do not believe it at all.
That group while you're at it.
Okay, now, if Dr. Carson had been a liberal politician and called F you, you're a dumb S, wouldn't there be cries of racism?
Of course there would be cries of racism. If ESPN had a commentator say that about President Obama. Look, the liberal food chain at the very bottom are white males. You can say anything about white males. Only below that level, at the very bottom, are black conservatives.
But I don't understand, though. I don't understand. If you're a politician of color, all right, and then on the left, if you criticize a politician of color, then inevitably you're going to get branded a racist. But if you're a conservative politician of color, you're not you can do it. I don't get it.
I think that in Dr. Ben Carson's case, the people are not reacting to him as a black man. I think that
it doesn't matter what color.
The reaction to Dr. Carson is because of ideas like the Garden of Eden is the literal place that existed long, long ago, that there is no such thing as evolution. That some of these notions that are quaint in modern life.
Creationism.
He believes it, but I mean, to run for president of the United States and believe in creationism, it may be a stretch to believe in climate control or climate degradation or global warming, but to not believe in evolution is kind of weird.
He believes in creationism.
I like the guy. I like the guy.
F you?
No, but I know. I like you too. I mean, I disagree with you on
You always have a funny way of showing your affection.
That's right.
All right, so what do you think it is? See, this GQ outfit is inconsequential. I mean, it's a small magazine. It doesn't reach many people. It's far left. It has an agenda. It's run by people who are detached from reality. All right? I think that's all absolutely true. But to take a guy and not to challenge his argument, but to attack him as they did with Carson, seems to me to have a racial element in it.
I looked up the attacks on Dr. Carson, and it's not just GQ using the F word. I saw Seth Rogen said the same thing.
In response to the GQ,
Seth Rogen.
But I mean,
did the Kardashians weigh in? Come on. Did the Muppets say anything about it? Seth Rogen. Go ahead.
If you disagree, if you're a white talking head on television and you disagree with President Obama, you're branded a racist. It's been
absolutely
right.
Absolutely, every time.
So now a liberal rag like GQ says Ben Carson, leading in some polls, is stupid. Where's the NAACP though? Where are Whoopi Goldberg? Where are everyone who have the huge outcry?
I don't care if they challenge.
A white person challenges a black conservative.
I don't think. I'm
sorry, black liberal.
If they say that Carson's ideas are stupid, that's okay. If they say he's stupid, he's a neurologist who comes from nothing and become one of the most prestigious medical minds.
He has a wonderful backstory.
So that's a personal racial attack.
But Bill, when you propose. And this is fresh off the blood, not even dry, 9 people slaughtered in this college. And when you propose something that seems as if you're blaming the victims for their
it didn't seem that to me.
Nor to me, because I believe it's necessary.
Did it seem that to you?
That he was blaming. No,
it was.
So we got 3 people. We got Bolling, Rivera, and O'Reilly all heard it, and none of us think that insinuated anything about the poor victims in Oregon. So that's fallacious. You have to contrive that, and they did. But I'll come back to the point. They didn't attack the Garden of Eden. They didn't attack the issue of Nazis confiscating the guns. They attacked Ben Carson as a person. And if we had done that to any liberal black politician, there would have been hell to pay. Last word, Bolling.
The last word is what it does prove is that they're nervous. They're scared. They're worried that Ben Carson's numbers are rallying. The other thing is he's going to raise a lot of money off this. This is really they've blown it. They were going for this.
Well, Carson himself does not run a racial campaign.
Carson is not going to get a meaningfully larger segment of the black vote.
He gets a lot of attention.
He'll get a lot of money.
He's
going to raise money off that.
He won't get it from
but
the
he won't get any free clothes from GQ. Gentlemen, thank you. They'll be back every Friday if they're not in prison. Varney's Villains on deck, another brand new segment. And then the tip of the day, some folks already attacking Killing Reagan. Wait till you hear this. Right back.